Hello and welcome back to some more random trivia. My name is WW Dadman. You already know that this time it's actually random trivia because this is a general knowledge trivia quiz. If you want to see more of those, tell me so, because as you see, this is part 24, so there's 23 others on this channel that we could go through. The link, as per usual, to the original video is in the description if you want to play it first, and then we're just gonna get into this.
Subscribe to the channel. Let's get started.
What is a spontaneous public performance by a group that quickly disperses called? A flash mob. CO2 is the formula for what chemical compound? Carbon dioxide. Don't ask a chemist a chemistry question and expect them not to know it. One, and two, is there people that don't know this? Mozzarella cheese is traditionally made from the milk of which animal? Buffalo? What is the only mammal on Earth that can't jump? The elephant. As expected from the largest land-living animal. But yeah. You've Got a Friend in Me is a song on the soundtrack of which movie? You've got a friend in me. Fucking Toy Story. Who was the first US president to appear on television? I do have not a single clue, since I don't I'm already fine if I know the current president and most of the ones that were in office while I was alive. I hardly know any other presidents because I don't give a fuck about American politics. I'm Austrian. First one to appear on television. I'm gonna just randomly guess Roosevelt. I have no idea when he was president, and I have no idea when the television was invented for the president to even be on television. So it was Roosevelt. Seemed like that would be about the timing. That I don't know. Which Major League Soccer franchise team has David Beckham? Does David Beckham own? I have no idea about American soccer leagues because fucking football in America is just not a sport that has any sort of popularity, so their teams aren't on any level that European teams are, and I don't know, freaking at least for club football, there is nothing about the American freaking football leagues that would make me want to watch them. So I have no idea which one is owned by fucking Beckham, though. I have no idea. I don't even know any team, so I can't even guess. Inter my... Oh. They went and named themselves Inter, like Inter Milan. Very, yeah, whatever. How old was Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned the Queen of England? Fuck if I know. I don't give a fuck about the British royals. I couldn't even tell you which year she died in. Because I don't know if that was last year, this year, or the year before. I literally don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say 20. 27. What fictional planet is the home of the Na'vi in the movie Avatar? Oof. What was the fucking planet called? I've only seen Avatar once and I did not memorize the name of the planet. I would have been able to tell you that the freaking aliens there are called Na'vi, but that's about it. I do not remember. Or was it Pandora or something like that? It was. For some reason, seeing the picture there on the side made me remember. I don't know how that worked. Who was the Norse god of thunder? Thor. %90 of the Earth's population lives in which hemisphere? The northern. Because literally only the southern part of Africa, most of South America and Australia and New Zealand are down there in the southern hemisphere. Which means there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 big freaking population centers in the southern hemisphere, and that's about it. What is the title of the 7th and final book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Was that the last one? I think Half-Blood Prince was the last one. Deathly Hallows! Oh, fuck! Yeah. Of course. Makes sense. It's been a while. Like, it's been a while since I last read that. Like, since I read the books, since I read them. Like, I started reading Harry Potter when the 4th book came out. I read the first 4 in succession. And then I read every other book once it came out. Which means it's been forever since I've read Deathly Hallows. I also... It's been forever since I've watched any of the movies. So, yeah. What sort of creature was the animated character Pepe Le Pew? A skunk. Easy. Who received the Grammy Award for Album of the Year in 2023? 2023, last year. I'm gonna randomly guess Taylor Swift. I don't actually know, but that's as good as a guess as any. Harry Styles. Who? Who? I've never heard that name before. Which 2016 film stars Michael Keaton as Ray Kroc and tells the story of McDonald's creation? Never heard of it. The Founder. Never heard of it in my entire life. I'm also not a movie person, but never heard of it in my entire life. What does the business acronym KPI stand for? KPI. Business. I haven't got the slightest. Key performance indicator. Fuck if I know. How is that even considered freaking common knowledge? What sportsman was nicknamed the Baltimore Bullet? Never heard of it. Michael Phelps. Was he? Obviously I know who Michael Phelps is, but I never heard that nickname before. Great. Which debut single by the Spice Girls reached the top of the charts? Wannabe? Obviously. According to research, which key is pressed most frequently on computers? Most frequently. I mean, for me, that's... But for me personally, due to this kind of stuff, the K key is pressed a whole lot because it's basically pause and play on YouTube and a lot of other sites. Otherwise, WASD get used a lot, but I'm gonna assume space. Would make sense. Lannister and Stark are two major families on which TV show? I've never watched it, but Game of Thrones? And honestly, with how people are completely fucking hating the ending of the show, I am absolutely not inclined to ever watch it. Grenadine is derived from which fruit? Pomegranate. How many holes are played in total at a typical competitive golf tournament? 18? $72! I mean, fuck if I know. I don't play golf. What is the middle color of a rainbow? Oh, holy shit. It's ordered by frickin' wavelength of the light, with obviously the shortest wavelength being red and the longest being like violet blue kind of stuff. So in the middle between should be yellow? Yeah, because it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, right? So it should be green. Thanks. It's just the spectrum of light. You just need to know what's the longest and the shortest wavelengths. Maybe that's a very freaking scientist way of looking at it, but that's the easiest way for me to remember. What is the Spanish word for gold? Spanish is derived from Latin, and Latin for gold is aurum. So, oro? Something like that? Something like that, right? Yeah. Whew. Which Greek god is known for being extremely fast and served as the god's messengers? The messenger was frickin' Mercury? Hermes? Oops, Greek. I listed the Roman frickin' name for Hermes. Technically wrong. I mean, technically correct, but technically also not correct. I'm gonna give myself half a point for mixing up the Greek and Roman versions. What process involves extracting tissue samples to examine for the presence of disease? What's that in English? Oh, it's just the same word because it's a fucking a medical term. It's biopsy. Biopsy. Yeah. There are 3 4-letter word countries in Africa. Name 2. Four-letter countries. No? Oh, fuck. I know a lot of African countries. I cannot find any with 4 letters. I literally can't find a single one. Because all I can think of are at least 5 long. Yeah, anything I can think of is at least 5 letters long. All African countries I can think of, and that's a lot, are at least 5 letters wrong or longer. Chad, Mali, and Togo. Okay, I could have thought of either of those, but didn't you say 4? What's the 5th, 4th? Did I misread that? It's 3 4-letter countries. Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't think of those. I know those exist, but I couldn't think of them. Either way, what is the main ingredient in what? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Let alone know what the fuck that is. What the fuck's a frangipane? What is that? Looks gross, but what is that? Is that like just mashed up almonds? Anyway, in psychology, what term describes the irritational belief that others are out to get you? Wait. I only know the German word for it, for fuck's sake. In German, it's called Verfolgungswahn. I don't know the English word for it. Paranoia. Oh, okay, that's very broad. You can be paranoid about other things as well, not just about others being out to get you. That's technically not correct. What creature has a tongue that can measure the length of its body? A tongue that's as long as its body. Chameleons have tongues that can be longer than their body. So there's that. Other than that, anteaters have really fucking long tongues. But saying chameleon on this is not technically wrong. Even if you were looking for an anteater. Chameleon, yeah, good, chameleon. Some, like, very small chameleons, like, really small ones, have tongues that are by far longer than their bodies. Which German-born American businessman founded the first blue jeans company? Levi Strauss? Yeah. That's, by the way, the German original pronunciation of that. That's also why Levi's jeans are not actually that name. It's Levi's. But, hey. Which ancient figure is often considered the founder of Western philosophy? Founder of Western philosophy. Eh? I don't know. The Ka? Socrates. Yeah, well, okay, that does make sense. Yeah. I was never into philosophy. Which Emily, however you fucking pronounce her last name, novel is the inspiration for a Kate Bush song? I have no idea about any of those novels because I've never read a single one of her novels, and the only Kate Bush song I can think of is Running Up That Hill, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume the novel is fucking called that as well. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Wuthering Heights. What the fuck is that? Never even heard of it. What do the M's in M&M's stand for? Did those stand for something? I have no earthly idea. Mars and Murray. What city is overrun with ghosts in Ghostbusters? I don't know where Ghostbusters is set. New York. Which European country has a square-shaped flag? Switzerland? What was the capital city of the Inca Empire? Incas. I do not remember at all. No idea. Cusco. What was Michael Jackson's middle name? Michael Jackson had a middle name? Joseph. Okay. Never heard of it. I literally never heard it before. What is the name of the built-in voice-controlled virtual assistant available on Apple products, Siri? What boy's name is also the name of Michelangelo's most famous sculpture? David? I don't know whether you can show this on YouTube. Because YouTube is fucking completely fucking brain fried when it comes to genitalia on screen. Even if it's in an art piece. So yeah, I'm going to censor that. Because YouTube is literally brain dead. But yeah, that was most of them correct, right? If you want to see more of the general knowledge ones, comment down below. I'd gladly do more. I'm kind of miss not having like any sort of actually like general common knowledge trivia. Ever since we can't do any, or since we're done with freaking You Don't Know Jack. So if we can do these, I wouldn't be like opposed. Anyway, till next time, my name is WW Dadman, and I'll see you there.